I'm 55 years old. I'm postmenopausal, but I still get up and I exercise every day. But I noticed that I was a little more rusty, doing my yoga and stuff like that. And it would take me a little longer to warm up. And I've noticed this week, after being on the AGELESS product for about a week, that I'm feeling, the answer is less inflammation. I'm
Yes.
going to say, stiffness, pain, and things like that. But the answer is less inflammation. Can we talk a little bit about AGELESS? Because I find that product fascinating. I know I'm a nerd, so I could go really, really deep. But what is AGELESS, and what mechanism does it affect? What is it that we're doing with that product?
The body has a natural aging process, and all the things that we've put into our body over the years can have negative effects. And it helps with the glycogen end products that we've taken that may put us closer to having issues with unregulated insulin. So that's one of the things that it's very beneficial in doing. You take it with food. Dirk created it 8 years ago. He noticed that his insulin issues were just a little questionable, and that's what he designed to fix it. And we love it. We have to be very careful we don't tread on any health issues, relating to insulin, like diabetes or any of that stuff, because that's not where it goes. But it's got some properties that really can work against some of the damage that has potentially been done with your body, and being ageless.
Yeah.
That's how it got its name.
Absolutely. One of the things that I understand about it is that we tend to have things that accumulate that oftentimes the body can't slough off like it used to be able to
Right.
in our youth. And that's what AGELESS is really good about, is that accumulate. We're going to call it gunk because, the general population is not going to understand all of the other terminology, but we have this gunk that accumulates in our body just from daily living, from the foods that we eat, from the things that we do. And I like how this particular product was formulated to help get rid of the gunk so that basically your body just works better. And that's what it's doing. And my understanding of it, is that a fair assessment to say we're cleaning out the gunk so that my body works more efficiently? Is that a fair statement?
And you know what? You can say that. For me, being the owner of a health and nutrition company, my hands are kind of tied behind my back in that, but I would say that you gave it a pretty good analogy.
Thank you. I mean, obviously there's no science there, so nobody's going to come after me. Gunk and efficiency, I don't think are, going to get me in too much trouble, but that's my understanding of it. And of course, my background is in health and nutrition, so I understand the cleaning out the gunk so that the body works more efficiently. And when you give the body what it needs, you guys, it really is a miraculous being. I want to focus on how kick-ass our bodies really are. And we tend to, second we have some sort of pain or inflammation, or we get really discouraged. My body's falling apart. My body's broken. I'm already past this point of no return. And it's just not true. We just heard Michelle talk about the 2 accidents that she's been in. I know Shannon's heard my story about getting really, really sick, going through caregiving with my mom, and then going through the perimenopause and postmenopause journey. And your body can come back, and mine has. It's a little heavier than it was before we started this, but it's still a lot. I mean, I'm feeling so good compared to the, I was 3 years ago. So if you don't hear anything we say, it's never too late to start to focus on health and well-being. And if you've tried supplementation in the past and it didn't work for you, it's not because supplementation is not effective. It's because you weren't matched to the right product for your particular issue.